Hello, welcome to Studio Pixel. In this lecture, I'll show you a very unique technique in 3ds Max through which we can create a mountain-like structures in a very easy way and with a very great amount of details. Right now, I have already created these two mountains in this scene, and you can see that all the details and are actually preserved properly. It's like you have used a kind of tool where like mudbox or ZBrush or any kind of a sculpting geometry. But no, I haven't used any kind of a sculpting software for creating this through in this 3ds Max. I only used a very small modifier, one modifier in 3ds Max and one map. So let's see how to do this. I have used a displace modifier. If you are not aware of this displace modifier and how it works, I suggest you, I have already I have a tutorial in our videos, so you can go and search for the primitive one. So I'm just not going to get into the very deep level of that particular modifier as I've already discussed it. I'll just like to uh, create a create a similar kind of a structure. So let's see. So first of all, I'll just create a single map, and as I'm going to use a displace, now we have to create a huge amount of segments. It's been required because you can understand the deformation level. It's quite high, so we have to need the subdivision level quite high. So this is the by default plane that we actually get inside of 3ds Max, and we are going to use 100 by 100 of segments, and after that, on top of that, just use the displace. Just press D. Oh, yes, displace. So now, as I have already applied the displace modifier, you'll see in the displace modifier there is a option where you can actually build a map. Now this is where the everything is actually uh, the main essence of this particular tutorial. You have to ap- apply a height map. Now this height map can easily be created. uh, Yeah, you can see this height map has been created. It's nothing but a black and white map, whereas the white portion will be the highest height, and the black will be exactly on the ground plane, and midtones are will be distributed accordingly. So this is the one which I'm going to use, and just hit open, and immediately you will see that this thing has been changed from none to the height map. But you won't see any kind of a deformation until unless you increase the strength. Now what exactly is happening, just pressing F4, just increasing the height, and immediately you can see the height map from what I have actually used is actually protruding the entire surface according to the map that I have been applied over here. So this is a very interesting tool. This is how this now see this the arbitrary deformations of this particular object is actually maintained in such a way that has been sculpted through the surface. Now, but I haven't using any kind of sculpt. So increasing more the height will actually increase the entire structure, and you will see the height map accordingly. It's getting you will get a tower like structure, but we have to use it in a very cautious way. So now you'll see that the the selections after you making a selection. Now what is a plus point of it? Any time you can get back to the basic plane, and you can reduce the size of the size of the subdivisions, sorry, the number of the subdivisions, and you can change immediately the result also. So you can create a high poly details and also the low poly mesh around it. And uh, honestly speaking, if you make it a really high amount of segments, you will see a really good amount of details which is actually been seen over here. I'm just using two references. One is let's say having a segments of 100, and I'm just deselecting this, and you can see the amount of details that is it's actually having over here is way lesser than whatever we are getting over here. So now how we can use this by using mountain. Now not only one structure, I mean, you can actually use the blur to make it a little bit of less amount of details uh, which is available over here of that particular blur, map. Now just using another example, sorry, another object, and let's suppose I use another one, a different kind of a map. Let's suppose this one. Now immediately you see, as you have already have the strength over there, now you can understand what how easily it is preserving the entire details which is actually been, you can easily merged up between two objects, and you can let's see that you are in a surface where everything is uh, yeah, something like this, and you can easily make up a scene where you are actually getting the details of I mean continuous mountain one after another, and that's how you can use it in your scene. So this is the main thing is all about that you have to use a displace modifier, and you can use a height map which is a kind of a black and white, and bingo, it's done. So hope you enjoy this, and thank you very much. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and also follow us on the Twitter and the Facebook. Thank you very much.